Today, I'm going to share my story, the joy of living part of my dream, which is staying with my children, homeschooling them all through, and still being able to make life-changing income working from home. I'm going to give you the quick story, and I hope it inspires you to do the best for your family, to do the best for your loved ones. You can do it too. I have 3 kids. The youngest is 15 plus. The eldest is 20 years old. All of them were homeschooled. They've never entered a formal classroom for once in their life. When we started homeschooling, many people were afraid for us. Do you know what you're talking about? But we know. I, in particular, knew because I was a school teacher for years, and I was the best kind of school teacher. Many of my children ended up as first-class students in the university. So I knew what I was talking about because I had taken time to study about it, and I wanted to give my children the best. But then, to be able to give my children the best, I needed the right environment. But I will let you judge whether I've been able to give my children the best from the things we've done. Like I said, none of my children have ever entered the formal classroom. We've finished their primary education at home, finished their secondary education at home. My son is a programmer today. Everything at home. My daughters are also going through their own processes, setting up their businesses, exploring things. They are now in a phase where I've told them, do your stuff, make your mistakes under my cover. We can correct things and move you to the next level. They are in their tertiary stage, doing things, life skills that will transform their life. To give you an example, by 2023, my children, my 2 eldest children, my son and my daughter, could pay everything about our living expenses. That's the money they made, or rather the money that was made, the family was making from the sites they were managing. They were producing content for publishing. The money that was made from the 2 sites could take care of our family expenses. That is our rent, our livelihood by 2023. Later on, I had to stop them, direct them into other things, because it is not just about making money. It's about acquiring other life skills and stretching their muscles as far as they can. Apart from the website, they also create content for some of my YouTube channels. In fact, one of them in the year 2024 made over $7,000 in AdSense revenue, and that's just from AdSense revenue alone, not including affiliate commissions. So I'll let you be the judge. If we could bring our children to a point where at 15, one of them could pay our rent, our annual rent, from what she made in 1 month. Yes, there was a month, not all the months, but there was a month she made so much money that she could pay our annual rent with her earnings from 1 month. And then she was 15 years old. So they've learned life skills. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of the things they can do that most children, most young people their age can't even imagine. Real useful life skills. Now, this is not about touting my children's ability. It's about telling you why it was possible and how you can make it possible, because there are many things that made it possible, and I'm going to walk you through it. And you're going to understand why it has to do with our mentorship program and how it has to do with what this channel is all about, which is about making money online. So what made all this possible? You have kids who are operating at levels where their mates cannot even think about. They don't give you any stress. My youngest is a teenager, and I've never had the usual problems teenage parents complain about. Turbulent teen years and others, we've never had those problems. So How were we able to achieve this so that you can do it too? Number one, we were committed to passing on our core values to our children. As we were getting married, it was top of the agenda for me. In fact, it was a make or mar condition for whoever was going to be my wife. And thank God I got a woman. He gave me a woman I didn't get. He gave me a woman that believes and shares the same values. So, a commitment to passing on our core values. I'm a Christian, and I believe that the best legacy I can leave for my children is to raise them in my faith, to love the Lord and serve Him with all their heart. So that's one reason that made it work. The other reason that made it work was a willingness to make big sacrifices from us. My wife made the biggest sacrifice, especially when the kids were young. Before I married my wife was essentially the breadwinner in their home because her mom she was used to making her money and doing things, running her business. When we got married, at the early stages of our kids' development, she had to be a full-time, face the children, stay at home more. If you have 2 toddlers at home and you want to give them the best, do the normal mommy things and still be their teacher, teach them to read, it's a difficult thing. And it takes a lot of sacrifice. And all our children started reading at the age of our rule. And all our children read at the age of 3. When we say read, we mean reading King James, the King James version of the Bible. So to make that happen, it requires a lot of sacrifice. And it happened for us because we were willing to make the sacrifice. At the early stage, my wife was willing to sacrifice, in quote, her business and career to become a stay-at-home mother who would devote her time to her children's education. But there was a big factor, the biggest factor I would say, that made all this possible. Because I've met other people who also want to do this stuff, homeschool their children, do this, do that. But they are impeded by cash. If you have to wake up by 5 o'clock and go leave for your office and return by 10 o'clock, and your wife to make ends meet also has to leave early and come back late, there's no way you can homeschool. You can't homeschool effectively. So it was possible. And I say the most important reason why we were able to homeschool was that we were able to build a business from home, a business we could do from home at times we found convenient for us. So if I needed to stay at a point and teach my children to read, for example, I could say, okay, I won't touch this work until I'm done with this. And then it won't affect our ability to eat, our ability to pay our bills, our ability to pay our rent, our ability to take care of life challenges that require money. So the big factor was that we were able to build a business that we could run from home. And that, my friend, is the point of this whole video. That you too, if you have the willingness to make the sacrifice, mental-wise, space-wise, career-wise, and you're also willing to you're committed to passing on your core values, and you're committed to teaching your children and giving them the best, you can have all those things in place. You need to have the financial muscle. And you also need to know that teaching your children and staying with them, teaching them from home for 10 years, 15 years, and above, won't jeopardize your progress in life. And for you to do that, you need a business you can run easily from home. Together, we've run a shoe business that my wife was managing a strong part of it. I was handling the digital marketing part. We have run a number of YouTube channels, and we still run. We have a number of websites that we have casually just left to run on autopilot. And my children have been actively involved. So the idea is that you and yours, you can create a family business that will be a focal point for you, your wife, and your kids as they grow older. But at the beginning, you and your wife, a young couple, you can start a business that can earn you $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 per month. And you'll be doing it from the comfort of your home. You can do it at your spare time. You can do it at the times your children are sleeping. Or you can apportion, okay, darling, you'll be teaching the children maths and English at so time. I will be doing this aspect of the business at so time. And at the other time, okay, I will be taking care of the children in this. You will be doing this. It's lovely. And apart from making money, you'll be building a very strong, cohesive family unit. Your children will be well adjusted. There's nothing kids love more than having their parents around. And you can also achieve that. And what's the way? Our mentorship program gives you a path to that. And what is our mentorship program all about? We teach people how to create passive income digital assets. A mouthful, I know. What we do is that we help you find a niche, a high ticket niche that aligns with your core values, your life aspirations and vision, your lifestyle and risk tolerance, your previous experiences in life, your market validated skills, things you have done, maybe the work you have done in your previous company or in your previous places of employment, you and or your spouse. We make sure we help you find such a high ticket niche that aligns with this. And when we help you find that high ticket niche, we now take you through the process of creating your own assets, starting with YouTube. We show you what to do, take you through the process to create a YouTube channel that grows. With each month, it keeps growing. You build a brand that can make you money round the clock. And even with very small views. Like I've told people who have watched this video, my videos on my channels multiple times, this channel, as at the time it had only about 50,000 views, it had made me over 200,000 US dollars. So we're going to teach you such, so that even though your channel might not have so many views, you'll be making good income for it. So that's the process of our mentorship program. And then as we grow your YouTube channel, we will now also show you how to create a website and create a website that complements your YouTube channel. We'll also show you how to create an email list. Like some people will say, every click you get online is rented. It's either you pay for it from your pocket or you are getting it from a platform you don't control. The only one you actually own is your email list. Because if a service provider, an email service provider says they are no longer going to allow you to send emails from their platform, all you need to do is take your list to another platform, another email service provider. You own the list. You own the subscriber list. Not the subscribers on the platform like on YouTube. The people who subscribe to your channel. Those are not the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about those who subscribe to your email. We teach you how to do that. And we teach you how to monetize very well. How you monetize using the best monetization techniques or options that best suit your core values, your person, your risk tolerance, and your level of involvement, the level of involvement you want. We take you through the entire process. And one of the things we guarantee in our mentorship program is that if you do the steps we teach you, we take you through, within 24 months, you will be making $10,000 per month. By the end of 24 months, you would have built a business that makes you $10,000 per month or more. Now think about it. Is there anything I've mentioned here about homeschooling your children, giving them the best education that you cannot do if you are making $10,000 per month? And let's say you have 2 kids now. and the eldest is just about, let's say, 3, 4 years, or let's say 5 years. By the time they are 7 years old, you can have them homeschooled completely. If you're a young couple that have yet to start having children, you can start today. And by the time your first child is ready for school, you are set. You are set. Look, there are few things that are sweeter than having a well-knit family. I don't know. Other people have the things that trip them in life, but I don't know of anything that I value more than having my family around and everybody's happy and we know we can achieve anything we want to achieve financially. It changes the game. You can experience that. And all you need to do to be part of this mentorship program is to click the link in the pinned comment or description below. The title is 10K dollars in 24. Click that link. It will take you to a page where you'll be asked to provide your email, phone number, and your name. Provide those and submit. When you submit the form, you will get an automated email at the email address you provided that will ask you to confirm your email address. Please click the confirmation link. Open that email and click the confirmation link. If you don't click that confirmation link, the conversation will stop at that point. We won't go further. Why are we doing this? We don't want to deal with pranksters and troublemakers who put other people's email addresses. And if you don't do this step and send them emails, it could be somebody who is litigious, somebody who is angry, who cannot complain to Google or complain to your email service. This one is sending me spam messages. There are what people call spam warriors. There are people who don't take lightly with unsolicited emails. So we do this to protect our business and for us to make sure that we're sending our emails to the people who really ask for it. Now, when you confirm, you will get another message within 5 minutes that will give you a link to our application form. And in the PS of that message, you will get an overview document of our mentorship program. In the overview document of our mentorship program, you'll get just a quick snapshot of what you will get when you join the mentorship program. But then click the link to the application form and fill it out. We'll ask you a few questions. We want to make sure you are the right fit for us. We want to make sure you're the right fit for our mentorship program. Because as wonderful as our program is, it is not for everybody. Not everybody has the aptitude for the kind of things we teach. And not everyone has the patience or discipline to go through building a business over the course of 24 months. So when we ask you these questions, it will help us decide if you are qualified to come in for our program. We don't want to waste your time or your money. And we also don't want to waste our own. When you submit the form, our system will automatically decide whether you are the right profile or not because we have set it up to do that. If you are the right profile, check your email within 5 minutes from when you submit. You will get another email that will give you a link, that will contain a link to a place where you will book a call. You will look at the dates available and book a call. You can, if you go, like say you go by 4 p.m. today, the earliest you can book a call will be around 4 p.m., 4:15, 20 p.m. tomorrow. There's a 24-hour window from the time you're booking. That's the earliest you can book. So book the time that is most convenient for you. You can book days ahead. Book the time that is most convenient for you. And once you're done, you'll get yet another email that will send you my phone number. But you are not to call me. You're just to save that phone number so that when that time you book comes, I will call you and you will know I'm not a random stranger. I am the person you booked a call with that day. And then I can call you and you'll pick my call because you know it is me. And then you can ask all the questions you have about the mentorship program. When you ask the questions you have and you're satisfied, I might ask you a few questions. And once we are through, we'll now give you our payment details and you can pay and join the mentorship program. But what if you don't have the time or you don't even have the inclination to go through 24 months of mentorship. You see, bros, I know lie. You see this book routine, all this one that they talk online, they confuse me. It's okay. We are not all the same kind of people. There are people who are more of handy people. There are people who are physical people. And some of us are bookuru people. So if you're not a bookuru person, this will not work for you. And we know that. But you want to still make the money we are making online. We have a program for you called Done For You Passive Income Digital Assets. The link is in the pinned comment and description. It's the second link in the pinned comment and description. DFY-Passive Income Digital Assets. Click that link and then it will take you to a page. You go through a similar process like those who want our mentorship. You can choose any amount you want to make per month, from $200 to $20,000. Even if you want much more, you can pick. But remember, they say, Obetud, Owolopa, Abi, the soup was sweet na molecular. So if you want 20K per month as your return every month, you will pay an amount that is also in that neighborhood. If you want $200, you will pay in that neighborhood. So for you to get the details, you need to follow that link and provide your details and sign up. When you confirm, you will get an email that we also have a link to the application form and another link to an overview document. This overview document is very important. That is where you will see all the details of the Done For You package. It is extensive and you need to take your time to read it. First, to understand what is offered. Two, to understand the options available to you and to make sure it's an investment you want to get into. Because it will take 24 months to build out. You'll start getting your payouts monthly from the 25th month. So if you read that overview document, you'll see why we are doing it, how we are doing it, what's in it for us, the payment options, the payment plans, and the other terms and conditions. If you're not a bookuru person, find a bookuru person like your son or your brother, preferably your lawyer. Give it to them to read, or your accountant, or depending on where you are, your CPA. Let them go through it, or anybody who advises you when you're doing investments. Let the person look at the document and advise you. We want you to make an informed choice. Why we want you to be part of our Done For You package. We don't want people who will enter into it unadvisedly, because it will take time to build that. We are not magicians. We build businesses, and it takes time to build businesses. In this case, it will take 24 months. So if you read through the overview document and you want to go further, the steps are the same as the mentorship program. You get to the point where you book a call, we talk, and then we can take things to the next level. And you can start the journey to owning assets that make you big amounts per month online without fail. The ball is in your court now. You can transform your financial life permanently. You can so change and transform your financial life that your money will be removed from your prayer points. You'll only be asking God for good health, security, and other things, but money would have been settled in your life. But it's entirely up to you. The ball is in your court. Thanks for watching this video. God bless you and have a great life.